Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
We are live from Carterville, Lady Redbirds basketball here on Redbirds Live. I'm Garrett Smith on opening night, joined by the one and only Paxton Griffith. Good to have you back, Paxton.
Great to be back, buddy. It's where it all first started. You know, we started doing this. How long ago was that? 5 years?
4 or 5 years ago.
Man, we're getting old, aren't we?
Yeah, feels that way, doesn't it?
It's great to be back, though, and it's the best time of year, basketball season. And like you said, we're here in Carterville getting ready for the Lady Redbirds' first game of the season. So I'm excited, and always excited to do a game with you, Garrett.
We thank you for tuning in to our pregame coverage, as always, brought to you by Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies, our Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies pregame show, and another season upon us. It's always a fun time of the season around Thanksgiving when there's a lot of basketball going on. Girls season tips off tonight, and Frankfort coming off a really good campaign last year, 17-16 Paxton, so a lot to look forward to if you're a Redbird faithful.
Yeah, you had a great season last year, especially coming off the year before that. A lot more wins than what the Lady Redbirds program has seen in some time, and you're coming off a year where you're losing Bailey Nibbs, who was your leading rebounder, leading scorer. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out with that. I expect Lemon to have a big season, but it's going to be a different looking team than what we saw last year. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it, Garrett.
The West Frankfort Lady Redbirds up against the Carterville Lions. These teams met a couple of times last year, Paxton, including the opening night game where the Lady Redbirds knocked off Carterville at Max Morris Gymnasium. But, Carterville's got a lot of returning players, and a key one stands out to you in this matchup.
Yeah, Maya Tolliver, she was their second leading scorer last year as a sophomore. She comes in as a junior this year. She's well over, I would say. She's 6'1". I was going to assume that. And she's got long arms. She's going to be someone who I think is going to be key for the Lady Redbirds to control tonight if they want to win this ball game.
Lady Redbirds obviously led by Evan Lemon, you would assume.
Yes.
As much as she's been an integral part of the team, you lose one of your big two last year in Bailey Nibbs, who's been a big part of Frankfort's basketball success the past 4 years,
Hmm.
even more on the shoulders of Evan Lindman. But I expect her to be able to step up to that.
Yeah, she's going to have to for this team if they're going to want to win, and it's going to be interesting to see how she plays through adversity this year. She's going to see different defensive schemes than she ever has before with no Bailey around, so you're going to have other players step up when things like that happen, or if she ever gets herself in foul trouble. But I'm assuming this is her team this year, and I think she'll have a great season, and it's going to be a fun year for the Lady Redbirds. So I'm looking forward to it.
And after tonight, we've got some other games on tap on our broadcast schedule coming up later this week on Thursday back at home. The Lady Redbirds up against Vienna.
Mm.
And then you can see the rest of the girls' basketball broadcast schedule throughout November and in through December. Some good teams on there, including that fun tournament over in Harrisburg. Always fun to be a part of that and call some games over there.
It is, and my sister played in that when I was little, so I feel like I've been going there for like 10 to 15 years now. But it's always a great tournament, always great to start off the basketball season. That's how I always remember to, going there throughout the week, watching some good basketball. Hopefully, we see some Redbird wins there while we're there, and that'll make our Waltz trip a little bit better. And I haven't told you yet we're going to Waltz those nights, but that's what we're going to do.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to turn that down,
and
right?
those will always be better with a win. And, we were kind of talking about that tournament on the way here. We expect the Lady Redbirds to fare well in that tournament this year.
Yeah, I think a win in that tournament overall is something you can aspire to achieve. But let's worry about what's at hand here tonight.
Yep.
West Frankfort and Carterville. Let's break into our keys to the game, brought to you by Weeks in West Frankfort.
Well, I got a couple keys to the game. I think what's important this year is three-point shooting for this team. Last season, the Lady Redbirds shot 26% from the three-point line, which is not going to cut it. So, if you're going to want to, especially for Lemon this year, it's going to be key for her to knock down some shots and her teammates to knock down shots to help create space inside for her to make her moves or to do back cuts. If you're going to shoot 26% from the three-point line again this year, teams aren't going to guard you out there, and it's going to make it very tough to have anything inside when it comes to offense. So I think three-point shooting is very key. And another key thing is, who's going to be the leader for this team this year? We're expecting it to be Lemon, but who's going to be that vocal leader? Sometimes it's not the best player. Sometimes it's somebody who has the best wherewithal when it comes to the game. And so, yeah, I think that's going to be the key tonight is who is the leader out there on this team.
Yeah, I mean, because you had Bailey Nibbs last handful of years with a lot of experience. And even if you want to say, well, it's obviously, some would say it would be obviously Evan Lemon. Well, then who's going to be that person right there running in the wings with her? Because, Nibbs and Lemon were the big 1-2 punch. Needs someone to partner with her.
Yep.
And we could see someone take a big step here tonight and potentially going further. We'll take a break, come back with our starting lineups and some Lady Redbirds basketball here on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
All right, time for our starting lineups brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. For West Frankfort, it'll be number 10, Evan Lemon. Number 11, 5'8" junior Abby Castile. Number 13, 5'5" senior Timber Melvin. Number 14, 5'8" senior Presley Britton. And number 23, 5'7" senior Emma Ridgeway. So for Frankfort, it's Lemon, Britton, Melvin, Castile, and Ridgeway, led by head coach Nathan Dodd. Now for Carterville.
First off, we're going to have a sophomore, number 3, Kendall Hendrickson. She's 5'5", sophomore. Kennedy Dial, a junior, 5'9", number 4. And then we have Lila Seaman, number 10, another junior. Young team here so far for the Carterville Lions. Next is Addie Skies, another junior. She'll do the forward at 5'8". And then rounding out the starting unit is 55 Maya Tolliver, who we talked about in the pregame. We expect her to have a pretty big game here, 6'1". So we'll see how she fares off with Lemon. That'll be the key matchup tonight in this ball game.
You certainly think so, anyways. And, interesting lineup out of the jump for West Frankfort. We'll see, because last season, out of those 5, only 2 really got a bunch of starts.
Yeah.
Despite only losing 1 starter from last year. So something different. But, Frankfort, you like to see that because it makes you think, hey, they got some depth and they've got some options, and we'll see if they can work something out rotation-wise.
Absolutely. And, with the type of team you have this year, the last few years you had, 2 bigs with Bailey and Lemon down there to where you can roll out the same lineup. You might have different lineups every other game with who you're competing against, whether they're big or small. And I don't think you'll have a set starting lineup this season like we had seen last year or the years prior.
Henriksen, Dial, Siemens, Sykes, and Tolliver for head coach Todd Rogers. Lemon, Britton, Melvin, Castile, Ridgeway for Coach Dodd and the Redbirds. Center court opening night. We are underway. Ball's controlled by Carterville, straight to the basket, caught underneath, and it's turned over into the hands of Castile. And here comes Lemon back the other way. Skips it ahead. Ridgeway going in left block, finds Britton right block, up, in, and one.
A great way to start it.
How about the transition off the turnover from Frankfort? Not wasting any time. Was it Ridgeway who caught the ball and immediately got it down to the right block to Presley Britton, who's got the season's first 2 for West Frankfort. Free throw off, and it's rebounded by Evan Lemon. Shot fake off the glass. It rattles home.
And Coach Dodd telling his ladies to get up on pressure here. We'll see what they threw out here against the Carterville Lions.
Like the intensity early on. I know it's a fresh season and you expect that early on, but the Redbirds coming out ready to play both sides of the basketball. Tolliver spins to her right and floats it up and in for 2. It's 4-2 West Frankfort.
They're going to have to front her. You can't let her catch the ball.
Swing to Castile. One dribble. Lobs it Britton. Britton to the right block. Goes up. No good. Rebound. Lemon lays it up and in.
Probably could have been another foul there, Garrett.
Yeah, I think you're right. That first one went on Henriksen. 6'2" Lady Redbirds into the paint. Trying to get it to Tolliver. Has to kick it back out. Henriksen out top. Now it's swing to Dial on the right side. Dial dribbles to the point. Now to the left to Sykes. Back Dial looking in the paint. Throws it in there. Kicked out short corner jumper on the way. Up too strong. Fight for the board. It's Tolliver spinning. Floats it up and in.
Can't do that, and you can't give up second chances. Those are always the worst ones to give up.
Lemon. Elbow. Gives up Ridgeway. Jumper around. No. Rebound pulled down by Carterville. Back the other way. Jumper on the way. Way too strong. Fight for it. Frankfurt ball. Last touched by Dial.
All in all, I'm liking the defense I'm seeing from the Lady Redbirds. You know, you take away the second chance points there. You know, it's looking really good. I like the aggressiveness, and hopefully it translates the rest of the game.
Lemon across the timeline at the point. Passes to the right to Timber Melvin. Elbow with its Ridgeway. Dribbles on Tolliver. Spinning, looking for help. Kicks it out top Castile. Castile swings to Lemon on the left wing. 5:40 to go in the first at 6-4 Frankfurt. In the lane. Floater with the right is good from Evan Lemon.
It's a good move there, Garrett. Did a good job of taking over on the offense there, slowing things down, and a nice little floater.
She's got 6 to lead all scorers. 8-4 West Frankfurt. Dial loses the dribble, gives up Henriksen. Now the swing to Tolliver. Point right, looking in the lane. Passes a little tall. Pulled down. Carterville layup up, no good. Off the miss from Sykes, and a rebound cleared to West Frankfurt. Lemon looking ahead, skipping ahead. It's Melvin. Passes underneath. Layup up and in for Britton.
Nice. Loving the transition offense I'm seeing here.
(10-4) Lady Redbirds. 4:50 to go in the first. Into the corner to Dial. Dial around the screen. Loses the dribble. Trying to go Tolliver. Does. Tolliver spins. Throws it up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, with Tolliver, you're not, I mean, she's got it, all the moves down low there where you're going to have to front her. You can't let her catch the ball, or she's going to have a field day with it. She's got all the points here for the Carterville Lions. Looking to add to it.
Free throw, no good. From Tolliver, at least make her earn them from the line instead of giving her a couple bunnies down low. She's already got some confidence, and she goes up there and misses 2. So you'll take that trade.
Her foot was on the line as well.
Missed it twice.
Yep.
Lemon, dribble, out to Ridgeway. Shot fake, lost the handle of it. Out to Tolliver, back the other way. 4:25 to go in the first. Early lead for West Frankfurt. Left side triple, up, no, and a long rebound to Timber Melvin, who gets it out to Lemon. Lemon, right side of the floor, looking downhill, stops, and now needs some help. And she's called, or draws a foul on the defender who was up guarding her tightly after she lost her dribble. 4:11 to go in the first, 10-4. West Frankfurt. You get the foul on Dial that time. Britton goes in, Ridgeway, left block up, in for 2. Gotta like the looks Frankfurt's getting at the basket right now.
Absolutely.
High percentage looks at the goal. Dial uses a screen from Tolliver. They go right back to her. It's on the floor. Fight for it. Tied up. Will force
defense.
the arrow to give it to West Frankfurt.
The defense I'm seeing from the Lady Redbirds looks really good here tonight. And so far with Tolliver, she's got all their points, and we're going to get a timeout here from Carterville.
Timeout, Carterville Lions. 3:51 to go in the first. 12-4, Lady Redbirds leading early on in quarter 1 of the season on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Wig Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Weeks Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Paxton, we mentioned a couple times, what a start. You don't normally see that type of cohesiveness to start a season, but you really liked Frankfurt's transition offense.
Absolutely. A lot of times what I've seen from this Lady Redbird squad over the years is, not having a purpose with the basketball, and I always like to say having a purpose with the ball. And what we're seeing is them having a purpose, and they're getting the ball moved up, and they're getting easy shots, and they're up 8 here, and another chance for fast break points here.
Steele tracks it down, goes right back to Britton, right block, spinning with traffic, and threw it away. Carterville the other way, skipping ahead. Henriksen jumper, no, probably could have went to the basket instead. Cleaned up, Tolliver.
Yeah, she had a wide open layup there if she wanted it.
Lemon skip ahead to Ridgeway. Now to Lemon. Castile left side jumper on the way short. Lemon's there for the cleanup. Back up, and it's going to be off short again. And a follow-up effort from Britton. She'll go to the line. 3:11 to go in the first.
Lady Redbirds are doing a really good job attacking the offensive glass right now, and Carterville just picked up their 3rd team foul. It's on Sykes there. She's looking to make her free throws this time that she missed the one she took early in this game to start the game off.
There you go. One more coming for Britton. A 13-6 Lady Redbird lead. To a 2 trip.
Carterville struggled to really get any offense going here. It's all been Tolliver here as she's picked up a couple rebounds and put them back up. Other than that, their offense has not looked good, very stagnant. This Lady Redbird defense is giving them all the pressure they need, and we got a fast break here if they want it.
Skip ahead. Britton's pass leading Lemon, and it went off her fingertips. That'll be a turnover, the 3rd one for West Frankfort.
That's one you got to make there. That's an easy layup there. It's a 2-hand pass preferably, but that's one that you got to get up and get going, and should be 2 points easy every time.
And the pass didn't seem terribly off the mark. Just seemed like it might have hit Lemon in a weird spot. And there's a rattle around the rim and falling out. Tolliver's back to the stripe. 2:38 to go in the first.
It was a little late decision to pass it, too. I think if you would have made that pass a few seconds earlier, it would have been an easy layup, but just saw it a little late. And now we're getting some Tolliver free throws here, who she showed early in this game. She struggles from the line going 0 for 2, so we'll see how she does, and let's see if her foot stays behind that line.
She's got this one here. One more coming. That's the 2nd on Ridgeway, and that's a big deal because Ridgeway's matched up fairly well with her in the post. 2nd one on the way. 1 of 2 that trip, 1 of 4 on the night. Consider that when she's got a good look in the post. Melvin right block, goes around Tolliver, layup too strong, rebound, Britton for 2 more.
Britton's having a good night here already. Carterville really struggling here on offense. They have no flow here, really just getting everything through Tolliver as they go back inside there.
3 ball on the way, too strong, rebounded Castile. Britton with a game high 8 points.
Maybe more. She wanted it.
Skip Castile. Jumper, long 2, up and in from Emma Ridgeway.
Great ball movement there by the Lady Redbirds.
18-7. Ball's tipped, should be Carterville basketball. Carly Margelli checking in first time. In for Ridgeway. Good start to her Frankfurt career.
Absolutely. Yeah, great start. Everything you can ask for.
Skip pass into the corner. Dribble into the point. Seaman now around to the right side. Henriksen to Dial for 3. No. Over the back on Tolliver, and that's Britton with another nice box out.
The Lady Redbirds continue at this rate, continue with this intensity. They could run away with this game early.
You just know that Carterville's going to always be in it for, in some aspect with a terrific player in Tolliver. But yeah, if you can build this lead up, you feel pretty good with a nice cushion. Crossover dribble, Lemon's jumper up and in. 8 apiece for Lemon and Britton. It's 20-7 West Frankfort.
Lady Redbirds getting everything they want on offense right now. Black Friday came early.
And the blocking call going baseline against West Frankfort. He'll get Castile for her first, team third.
Kreis checks in for Carterville. She played quite a bit during the JV game.
Melvin got a piece of it, but it's deflected to Hendrickson, and then she stabbed it free, but they've got her for a reach in. No harm, though. Still not yet in the bonus. One more would put Carterville there as it resets each quarter. Still getting used to that rule. It came in a couple years ago. Lob in, and Castile picks it off.
Oh, mercy.
And then ripped away, and they called a travel.
I thought they were going to call a foul.
Yeah, I did too, but I thought there probably should have been one when it was taken away from Melvin over the top of her head.
Yeah, absolutely. Ashley Rolla checks into the game for the Lady Redbirds, her first appearance of the season.
Another good, her percentages might not have shown at Paxton, but you want good perimeter shooting. She really picked that up to end the season last year. So we'll see if she can have that again here in this season.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for. It's going to help with the spacing. And we got a loose ball, and we got people flying, and we got to walk. Oh. We got some tensions here on opening night. That's what I'm asking for. That's my kind of basketball, Garrett. I don't know what the call was there, if he was just blowing the whistle to try to stop. I thought he was going to call a travel.
It looked like Frankfurt got the timeout early,
okay,
right before it. We'll stay here. First quarter impressions, Paxton, 20-7. Good scoring quarter for Frankfurt. They've been in sync.
Yeah, what we're seeing here is two different offenses, two different stories. The Lady Redbirds are getting whatever they want. They're not relying on a certain type of shot. They're moving the ball well. They're grabbing a lot of second chance points. They're outworking Carterville. And for the Carterville Lions, it's just been a stagnant offense. They're not getting anything besides a few points here and there off offensive rebounds. And Tolliver's been all the scoring for the Lions. So it's been, like I said, a tale of two different offenses here. And if you're the Lady Redbirds, you just want to keep us up as you're getting a lot of easy looks and good looks, high percentage looks. And if you're Coach Dodd, that's all you can ask for.
It's Frankfurt ball out of the timeout with an early lead on the road. Margelli to inbound in front of the scores table. Into Lemon. Joined by Rolla, Britton, and Castile.
Carterville's got a little 1-2-2 action going here. If you can get to the middle.
Elbow jumper rattles out. Long rebound. Carly Margelli, who bounces it back to Lemon. Now Britton in the corner. Shot fake. Baseline drive. Kicks it opposite side. Long two. Up and in from Rolla.
That's some good offense there, Garrett. That's great offense. Britton thought about taking a shot there. She decides to not take it and look for a better shot and found the open Ashley Rolla. And that's a great quarter of basketball there, Garrett, as the Lady Redbirds are up 22-7. If you're Coach Dodd, if you're a Lady Redbird fan, this is the perfect script to a quarter one of your game to start off the season.
One quarter down. Lady Redbirds up 15 on Redbirds Live.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
Welcome back for quarter two. Lady Redbirds with a 22-7 lead. So we begin the second quarter of play, but you said it, Paxton. Great first quarter if you're West Frankfort, and a quick start in the second quarter. That's Cries who hits it from the corner. Triple, 22-10.
The sophomore there for Carterville. Just came off the bench. Nice shot fake.
Steals jumper, no. Nice rebound up forward is Evan Lemon. Lemon underneath the basket. Reverse layup up for two.
Yeah, Lady Redbirds are having their way with this Carterville Lions squad, especially on the offensive glass. They're getting lots of second chances here, and that will help you out anytime you're on offense. Carterville really struggling here. A lot of dribbling and picking, and that's going to be a turnover from Carterville Lions. They are struggling just to find anything on offense.
And this is certainly a Carterville team that's improved.
Yeah,
and
young
a team that's
still.
But it's a team that's going to win games.
Yeah.
A lot of them because of who you got in the center. Tolliver's going to be able to pick apart a lot of teams. Credit to Frankfort so far, they've not allowed that to happen.
Yeah, and if you're Carterville, I mean, you get to play a senior so far this game, so they are a young team, so take advantage of that. We got a corner three, and it's going to be a little long.
Yeah, I think Britton might have been impacted a little bit, saw the hand coming, wanted to get it over the hand, and just pushed it a little bit too much. But yeah, I'm not going to question her judgment early in this game. She's had some good looks. Tolliver for two more. It's 24-12.
Yeah, if you're going to criticize one thing, it's going to be you don't want to let Tolliver get the basketball. You're going to have to front her. You can't let her just post you up and grab the basketball because she's got good moves down low. Other than that, it's been really good here start for the Lady Redbirds.
Margelli left side. Dribbles, gives top to Rala. Rala swings to Castile and lobs it into traffic. No one there. It's a turnover. Skip ahead. Dial. Now they go into the post. Tolliver for two.
You're going to have a fronter. You can't let her catch it. She's pretty much all the offense here, minus 3 points for the Carterville Lions.
24-14. Fight for the ball. It's a turnover. And a dribble off the foot. Frankfort's ball. Britton has it up ahead. Stops. She traveled.
That's a perfect Euro move situation there, but it's one of those things she didn't have her mind made up, and it's an unfortunate travel there when you had a fast break chance. Carterville with all the energy here so far in the second quarter.
Trying to work their way back in it. Going through Tolliver in the middle. That's where they go here to the basket. Tolliver, layup, no. Rebound, Britton, who hands to Rala.
Great defense, especially without fouling there. Big stop.
Rala's then fouled by Dial, her second.
We're seeing a lot more aggressiveness here from the Carterville Lions as they forced a few turnovers already and picked up a quick foul there here in this second quarter. As Henriksen checks back in, coming in for a deal.
$5:15 to go first half. Griffin in first time for Frankfort. Rala on the left side. Reverses, goes corner to Britton. Now to Lemon, swing to Melvin. Melvin's jumper up and in. Timber Melvin with two.
It's really good their offense by the Lady Redbirds. They didn't force anything. They took their time, and another good shot here. They've gotten a lot of great looks.
Tolliver. Rebound, Melvin rolls it out to Rala. Now Lemon. Crossover dribble to the right block, lays it off the glass for two. Lead back to 14. Skip. Long two on the way. Off the rim. No. Rebound. Tolliver. Bank shot. No. Rebound. Griffin. And they get a double dribble on Timber Melvin.
Some unforced turnovers here in the second quarter, but defensively, the Lady Redbirds are doing a really good job on boxing out and rebounding so far in this game.
Deflected out. 4:13 to go first half.
No Tolliver right now. This is going to be interesting to see how Carterville plays offensively, as she's got 11 of their 14 points.
Yeah, you need to win this stretch if you're West Frankfort.
Absolutely, and another good defensive stand there without fouling.
Rebound Ridgeway. Rala goes top to Ridgeway, swing to Lemon. Open, she'll try a three. It's too strong. Rebound, batted around. Ridgeway's going to track it down and keep it in play. Gives it to Lemon. Elbow Griffin. Corner jumper up from Rala. It's too strong. And long rebound Ridgeway. She'll fling it right back up. No, and a rebound Timber Melvin for Frankfort. Ridgeway in the corner. Skip to Lemon, opposite side. She'll pull again for three. No good. And rebound Carterville. Tie up on the floor. 3:35 to go first half. Is the arrow going to stay down there? It will. Frankfort basketball still.
4 offensive rebounds and a jump ball to get the ball back. That's some great effort there for the Lady Redbirds. Now you're just hoping you can put one in the basket. Uh-oh.
Melvin's pass. Deflected and going the other way to the
She walked.
basket. Layup up and in
It's some
for
happy feet.
Hendrickson. 28-16. 3:20 to go first half. Melvin spins, gets across half court. Here's Rala downhill. Throws it into traffic. Deflected out of bounds. Frankfort keeps. See if you can get another one of these slips here.
Yeah.
And get an easy one. Instead, Frankfort will call a timeout. 3:14 to go first half. 28-16. Lady Redbirds leading the Carterville Lady Lions in the season opener on Redbirds Live.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
I'm afraid mine won't work. 3:14 to go in the first half.
Quick half of basketball so far.
Melvin goes into traffic. Lemon's there. Tie up. That'll be a turnover.
It's back-to-back turnovers on out-of-bounds plays, Garrett. If there's one thing you want to criticize, it's definitely that and the turnovers in general, as they've got to be getting close to 10.
Yeah, they got 9.
Yeah.
Unofficially, might have missed one early on, but it's still a Frankfort 12-point edge. Tolliver back in.
Carterville Lions were able to survive there without Tolliver in.
Yeah, what was it?
28-14 when she came out.
Yeah, so actually a plus 2 margin.
According to the nerds who track that stat.
Layup. Fouled on the attempt. Tolliver will go to the line for 2.
Anything but easy, though. Sometimes a foul like that is the right thing to do, honestly.
Got that one on Timber Melvin. Free throw is good.
Her foot hits the line every time she shoots, Garrett.
I've not watched, but I'm taking your word for it.
Every time she has a little jump to her shot and she hits the free throw line, that should be a violation every time.
Yep, you're right. And they wave it off.
They heard me. Should have done it on the first one, but hey, we'll take it. Carterville's coming out here with a 2-2-1 zone here, full court. They're forcing some turnovers here on the Lady Redbirds. They just haven't taken much advantage of it, as that was the 10th there. Tulliver grabs another rebound, misses that one.
And one.
Tulliver's keeping him in this game, Garrett.
They're within 10. 28-19 the score.
A lot of unforced turnovers too. That's what makes it a little more frustrating if you're the Lady Redbirds. You know, it's not Carterville's pressure that's really making you turn the ball over. You're just throwing the ball, not knowing where you're throwing it.
Free throw good.
She's got 15 here in the first half.
28-20.
Yep.
Frankfurt's lead is 8. Swing to Castile. Jumper on the way. It's good. Long 2. Henriksen in the corner. Seaman around the other way. Triple high arcing 3 is good from Sykes.
Second three-pointer of the half.
Frankfurt's lead is 7.
Carterville wanted to travel. Probably got away with one there. This is the important possession here for the Lady Redbirds.
Rawla's 3 rims in.
So we call shooter's touch, Garrett. We have 90 seconds left here in the first half. It's important to finish strong here for the Lady Redbirds, as Carterville's had a good second quarter. Tulliver's been most of the offense for them. Don't want to let Tulliver catch the ball as they just did, and she misses that one, grabs her own miss, goes back up with it and puts it in. If she's not making it, Garrett, she's probably grabbing her miss and putting it back up. It's been the case here so far. You're up 10 here with a minute left, Garrett. It's an important minute here if you're the Lady Redbirds. You don't want Carterville to get any more momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, I actually think they have it. They're missing 2 points for Carterville. I think it's actually 33-25 that they missed on Tolliver's basket and one earlier. They didn't plug in the basket. Castillo long 2.
She likes that spot, Garrett. It's her spot. Be nice if she could take about 6 inches back on that shot to make it a 3, but we'll take it as Tulliver gets away with a travel.
Rebound, Rala, 40 seconds to go. First half.
12-point lead here. Maybe hold for the last shot here. Maybe increase it by more than 12. Got away with something there. Another turnover. $20 seconds left here. See if they hold for the last shot. Don't look like they're going to, and that's a three-pointer. Her second. She just came off the bench here and provided 6 points. And it's keeping Carterville in this game, and we got 10 seconds left. See if the Lady Redbirds can score here one more time. Gets away with the travel.
Another turnover for Frankfurt. Down to 2. Sideline heave. It's short. $35-28, the score at the half. Take a break, come back with your halftime show. Lady Redbirds up 7 at the break on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, There is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
We welcome you back at the half. West Frankfort with an early lead from the start, Paxton, and 35-26 at least. That's what they got listed right now. I thought there was another basket in there. We'll just see if that's fixed or not. Looks like they're checking it. There's been people checking at the table on the stats quite a bit. But 35-26 officially right now. This is our halftime show brought to you by Kids Corral in West Frankfort. Let's get to our halftime stats. And we'll begin with Carterville.
Maya Tolliver's leading the way. She's got 17 of the team's 26 points. Kreis came off the bench and hit 2 3-pointers. She played a lot of minutes in the the JV game. She's a sophomore. She's got 6 off the bench, and Skies hit a 3, and she's got 3 as well. So That is the scoring for the Carterville Lions, who had a much stronger second quarter than what we saw in that first quarter. They forced a lot of Redbird turnovers, and Tolliver's really their offense. And if she's not making her own shot, she's probably grabbing the miss and putting it back up, and that's what we've seen so far in this game. So Tolliver is really the big reason why Carterville is still in this game. For the Lady Redbirds, Garrett's got those stats as he's working on something over here on the table. You might be able to hear the duct taping away.
We'll get to Frankfurt scoring, and we got it taken care of. Leading. You're up, a couple more baskets because a couple of those led to transition easy looks for Carterville.
Yeah, a lot of them are unforced turnovers. It's one thing to turn the ball over, but it's another thing to turn it over when you really don't need to be doing it. We saw 2 turnovers off of plays out of bounds, which is unacceptable, especially with Coach Dunn. I know he's not going to be happy about that. So it's really just slowing yourself down. If you can play like you did in that first quarter, Carterville can't play with you. So I would like to see them kind of go back to what we saw in that first quarter. But if you're the Carterville Lions, if you do what you did in that second quarter, you're going to have a chance to come back in this game. They were down, 15 at one point at the most, maybe 14, and they've gotten it back down here to 9. So it's a home game for Carterville. So you don't want to let the home team stick into a game if you can put them away.
Got a little over a minute before we get going for second half action.
We've got a busy week next week, don't we, Garrett?
Yeah, we do, don't we? What do we got? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday we'll have the boys' season opener at Heron.
Oh, man.
And then
exciting.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, girls over at the Harrisburg preview tournament.
A great tournament, fun tournament. And like I said, hopefully they play like they can so our Waltz trip is better. And hopefully my Gap Fest night on Wednesday is much better with a Redbird win before we go out, Garrett. That's going to be the goal. So.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good time of the year, right?
Absolutely.
Especially for basketball.
Absolutely. And it'd be great running into some Frankfurt folks talking about a Redbird win on Wednesday, I think, at 212 or Tavern, wherever I may be.
Hey, spread the news, right?
Spread the news. You'll find me there.
Get the word out there that Frankfurt's girls basketball teams look pretty good and had a really good season last year, and they're looking to top it this year. And so far, good first half.
Great first half. And, yeah, like you said, last season, 17-16, and looking to build off of that. And, you're missing, we talked about in the pregame, you're missing a key player from last season in Bailey Nibbs. So you just hope you can improve as a team as the year goes. You're going to have some growing pains, but I think Britton has done a great job of almost grabbing Bailey's rebounds that you're missing this season. Because like I said in the pregame, she led the team in rebounding. And Britton's done I don't know how many rebounds Britton has, but she's done a really good job on the offensive glass. And we've seen the Lady Redbirds have 4 to 5 opportunities a few times on the offensive end. So if you're doing that, you've got a good shot of winning the game. But like you mentioned, we got to clean it up. 12 turnovers is not good. And I'd say the vast majority of those came in that second quarter.
About ready for the second half. We've got a discussion over there at the table at the moment.
Is it possibly about the scoring total, Garrett? Why don't we have one of our guys run down there and find out? Thank you. One of our guys is running down there right now. We'll figure it out.
I don't think they're going to do that. There they go. They changed it.
There we go.
I knew it.
Garrett, you were right.
Normally I am.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, I pick up.
Yeah, you are good about that.
And then I'm like stressing about it the rest of the night until they fix it. So
Garrett was pretty stressed. He talked about it a lot at halftime. I was like, Garrett, if it's there, they'll show it up. He's like, well, if the game gets to a 1-point game, we got a real problem.
Well, we would have. And then the game's over, and they go, oh, well, we flip it. Carterville wins.
This only happens in Benton. We're good.
Your words, not mine. Third quarter, ready to go. Frankfurt starts with the ball, leading 35-28. Lemon, jumper, right out of the gates, long two, no rebound. Tolliver Here comes Carterville. Dial. Now Seaman back Dial. Open three on the way. It's no good. Rebound Timber Melvin, who's joined by Britton, Lemon, Ridgeway, and Castile. It's Frankfurt's 5 to start second half. Ridgeway will pull a three. No good. Rebound Melvin. Melvin gives to Britton. Right block. Stops. Needs to kick it out. Does to Ridgeway, who skips to Castile. Shot fake now top to Melvin. Melvin dribble, gives it up to Presley Britton. Britton dribbles, throws it away.
Another unforced turnover there. It's just a situation where you pick the ball up and you didn't have anywhere else to go with it, so you throw it. And now you got to get a stop here. Not the best start for the Lady Redbirds, as the two shots they've taken I haven't really been fans of coming out of a halftime. You'd like to get an easy shot.
Yeah, a couple of threes, or a long two off the dribble and then a three. When Frankfurt was able to get to the goal at will there to start the ball game.
And the worst shot in basketball is a long two. Either take a three-pointer or take it to the basket. It's the way I look at it.
Dial had it stripped by Lemon. Lemon skip ahead Ridgeway. Ridgeway passes out to Britton. Britton gives Castile right side. Lob back Britton, right block. That's a tough assignment. Looks to get it out. Whips it out to Castile, who finds Lemon.
A lot of contact there. We might have a bloody nose for Carterville.
Melvin, short corner, no. Rebound tapped out, should be Frankfurt's ball. No, they'll say it's off of West Frankfurt.
That's not a good call, Garrett. Not a good call. I thought Presley got fouled a few times there. Here's what I saw.
Down in the post for sure.
Yeah.
Ball looked to go off White, but Carterville gets the ball. No score yet in the third. 35-28 to score. Dial in the corner. She's been searching her shot. Crease around into the corner to Sykes. Now Seaman back to Sykes.
Carterville looking just for anything here offensively. If you can keep Tolliver up at the free throw line, you're doing something right there. You don't want her to really get anywhere within 3 feet of the basket. So if she wants to stay at that free throw line and stand there, I'd let her do it, as their offense is really stagnant here out of the half.
5:35 to go in the third. Corner, three, high arc, good.
It's her second.
4-point game, 35-31.
Her second three-pointer of the game here. We got a brand new ball game, Garrett.
Redbirds nearly turn it over. Here's Lemon. Gives to Melvin. Corner, it's Ridgeway. Shot fake. Got tripped. And a tie-up.
Rala checks into the game. We might have an injured Redbird here.
It'll be Carterville basketball.
Got an injured bird. Looks like she may have collided knees with somebody. That never feels good. It's almost like a Charlie horse to the knee.
That's Ridgeway. She'll take a seat. Lead down to 4 for West Frankfurt. Still looking for their first basket of the second half.
Momentum is certainly on Carterville's side. They're a shot away from making this a one-possession game.
Rebound, out of bounds. Carterville will keep it.
Lady Redbirds are struggling to find what we saw in that first quarter here, as ever since that first quarter ended, it's been downhill for the Lady Redbirds. And that's, it should be a turnover. She touched it, and he's not going to call it. She certainly touched it. I saw the ball change directions, but it's about the fourth call he's missed.
3 no good. Fight for the board. Britton has it. Gives it to Lemon. Lemon skips it ahead. Castile. Back to Lemon at the point. Thought about a 3. Instead gives to Presley Britton. Frankfurt still without a basket in the second half.
Got away with the walk. Yeah.
On Rala.
Unforced turnovers, that's been the Achilles heel for the Lady Redbirds, and I feel like that's been an Achilles heel for a couple years now, is the unforced turnovers. Makes it even more frustrating.
Skip to the right. Back to Crease into the corner. Sykes. Sykes to Crease. Underneath. Layup, no. Rebound. Griffin hounded. She's fouled.
That's not a good foul that far away from the basket. Because I think Griffin's done a good job here coming in, and she's not doing anything that's going to stay on the stat sheet, but she's done a really good job grabbing some rebounds, keeping offensive possessions alive by tapping it out to somebody, and she's done a really good job here.
Griffin lost it momentarily. Now Britton right block going up, foul.
Lady Ripper's got lucky there. That should have easily been another turnover.
We had a bird's eye view of that one, didn't we?
I see what you did there. Yes, we did. Ridgeway checks back in for Griffin. Griffin, like I said, has had some good minutes here, the sophomore.
If that's a foul, how's that not on the shot?
Yeah, I don't think they know, Garrett. There's been a few questionable calls. And she was certainly going up, and that's a pass that it's not going to get in any time of the week. Lady Redbird's really struggling here, Garrett.
3 on the way, looks good. Little strong, and rebound by Lemon.
Still looking for the first basket, right?
Skip ahead. Now Rala, she'll pull the trigger on a 3. It's well strong, and rebound pulled down by Carterville. Another quick one and done. Lemon's going to knock this one out of bounds. 35-31. Frankfurt had a what?
15-point lead. And, the Lady Redbirds offense has changed so much from that first quarter. A lot of moving the ball, finding the perfect shot. Now they're just kind of forcing things quickly. Carterville's slowing things down here, and Tolliver's got position on Lemon if she wants it. She uses it.
Another tie-up. Will be Frankfurt ball.
Past the halfway mark in the third quarter, and that's another Redbirds turnover, another unforced turnover. Garrett, what's the turnover count out? Do you know? 17? 16. Thank you.
You can't count fingers, can
I
you?
can. I was struggling there. I really was. Short.
Crease triple, no. Rebound. Tolliver foul. She'll go to the line.
She struggled from the line so far tonight, but she makes both of these. We're in a one-possession ball game.
First one's good. 35-32.
Knocks both those down.
35-33 the score. Pressure. Frankfurt nearly loses it. They'll call a timeout. 2:59 to go in the third. The lead is down to 2. Carterville marching back into this one. We'll take a break. Lady Redbirds clinging to a 2-point lead on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
$2:59 to go in the third. Frankfurt with the basketball, leading by 2 over Carterville.
Very frustrating start to this half, Garrett, if you're a Redbird fan.
Redbirds yet to score in the second half. They had a 22-point first quarter.
Yeah, it was 26-14 at one point, and now it's 35-33.
Rolla, 3-ball, needs it. Rims out, rebound. Rolla's got her shot after a couple of tips. Skip pass to Britton. She'll pull the trigger. No good. Rebound, saved. Underneath the
Beautiful.
basket, Castile for 2.
Great job by Ashley Rolla there. Save that possession. That was a great job by Rolla as they needed that desperately, Garrett. Got to get a stop here now. Offensively for the Lady Redbirds, Garrett, we saw a lot of layups in that first quarter. Now we're just seeing a lot of standing around at the three-point line and forcing shots that aren't there.
3 is up and in.
Could have been a foul.
That's her from Crease. 1-point game.
It's her third three-pointer.
Britton skip past Castile. Triggers from long distance. Up, no. Rebound, good from Lemon. Redbirds lead 39-36. 1:45 to go in the third.
Carterville living by the three-pointer right now, and that's a turnover.
Rolla looking ahead, looking forward, looking for Lemon. Instead goes Britton. Britton goes corner. Castile, long 2. Got it! Castile with 4 of Frankfurt's 6 in the period. It's 41-36 West Frankfurt.
Some much-needed baskets there for the Lady Redbirds. Got to finish this quarter off strong here going into the fourth with some momentum.
Lob into traffic, deflected. Castile ends up with it, hands to Lemon. Lemon at the point, swings to Ridgeway, tries a 3, got it from 3.
Big time 3. It's an 8-point lead now for the Lady Redbirds, and you get to stop here, Garrett, and another basket. You're up 10, and that's huge.
What a flip of the third quarter if you could pull that off, Paxton.
Absolutely. With it being a 1-point game at one point just a few minutes ago.
Underneath the goal, Henriksen, high arc, no, falls right to Ridgeway with 30 seconds. Frankfurt into the hands of Lemon. Lemon will bring it into the half court. Now to Rolla with 25. Stops, gives to Lemon with 20. Lemon underneath the goal, stops, kicks out Rolla. Long 2 on the way. It's too strong. Over the back on Lemon, and that's a cheap foul on Lemon. You can't do that far away from the basket. I think that's her third foul.
That's also the second time that I would have liked the Lady Redbirds to hold for the last shot.
Should have held for 1.
Yeah,
and instead, your best player picks up her third foul.
Yeah. Time management is huge. You could have held the ball there, and even if you do miss, you're up 8 going into the fourth quarter, where you could have been up 10-11 if you hit, a three-pointer. And now Carterville's got a chance to either make this a 5-point game or a 6-point game. They've been shooting threes like there's no tomorrow.
Lemon's out with 10 seconds, preserving her and giving her a break. Henriksen corner, triple on the way. It's no good, and that's going to end the period. Frankfurt led 37-36 after Carterville stormed back, but a good run to close the period. Frankfurt's lead back out to 8 through 3 quarters of play on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
1 quarter left, Paxton. A little bit more breathing room for Frankfort. 44-36.
Hopefully it doesn't take them to the 3-minute marker to hit their first field goal of the quarter this time. Somehow they ended up being up 8 with the chance. Carterville had a chance there to take a lead with a 1-point game at one point. About 2 minutes left in that third quarter.
Dial in the corner. Going to the basket. Floats it up, around and out. Battle for the board. Knocked out. Carterville will keep it.
That's one of the first times we've seen Carterville actually attack the basket. They've been shooting mostly three-pointers or grabbing offensive rebounds. There hasn't been a whole lot of attacks from that top of the key. That's butter.
High arcing three is long. Rebound Ridgeway for Frankfort. She'll bring it up into the half court. Stops, gives to Britton. Britton skip pass into the corner. Timber Melvin. Shot fake out to the wing. 7:15 remaining in the contest. Frankfort leading by 8 on opening night. Margelli back in for the Redbirds. Top to Britton. Britton gives it up. Timber Melvin into the corner. Ridgeway. Long two on the way. It's short off to the left. And a rebound cleared by Carterville. 1 minute down, 7 to go. Corner with the basketball in transition. 2, no. Rebound. Fight for it. Loose on the floor. Should be a tie-up. It is. And that should give Frankfort the basketball.
Had a lot of jump balls here tonight.
And right now, as much as Carterville, you want that, or as much as you're battling them, you're battling that clock, trying to bleed it down.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be pretty, but since you fight there and get the possession arrow, you just keep getting that timer down minute by minute, and you're still at your 8-point edge.
I'd like to see them go back to what we saw in that first quarter we saw a lot of layups, and we've been seeing a lot of that here in the second half, and they have not been good shots. And very, very frustrating shots, honestly, compared to what we saw in that first half. A lot of, according to basketball, not good percentage shots when you're shooting 16-footers, and even if you're open, you'd like to slow it down, being up 6.5.
Kicked out of bounds by Frankfort. It's Carterville with the ball. Another slow start to a period for Frankfort here in the second half after a good start in quarters in the first half. 3 on the way, no. Rebound underneath Carterville and a trip. Foul on the floor, 6:18 to go. Foul against the Redbirds.
If you're the Lady Redbirds, you're going to want to take advantage and score, do what you got to do here in the next 3 minutes, because you don't want this to be a close game with 4 minutes left at Carterville. Anytime you let a home team stay in a game, you're only giving yourself a chance to lose.
You got that one on Timber Melvin. Into Tolliver, skips to the top. Now back into the corner, trying to look for Tolliver. They go there, spinning into the lane, up, around the rim, no. Fight for the board, out of bounds. It stays on that end.
Lemon did a good job there of not fouling, staying straight up there. They're probably going to try to go right after her and get her in some more foul trouble.
Can't ask for better defense than just walling up. That's what you have to do. If you're Frankfort, you'll live with other players taking the shots, even if they go in. 3, no. Offensive rebound. Trip into the floor is Seaman, and Frankfort's got the basketball. Lemons looking downhill and turns out and gives to Ridgeway. Skip past Margelli. Margelli goes top to Castile. Now back in the hands of Margelli. Long 2 on the way. It's around and out in a fight for it. It's out off Frankfort.
I wish we had an advanced statistician here to tell me the difference in layups the Lady Redbirds have taken in that first half compared to the second half. I feel like they're not even looking to drive or penetrate. A lot of just standing around and my turn to shoot it.
Yeah, it's been a big difference. Fortunately, Frankfort had a couple of those jumpers to fall late in the third, and that's why they're still ahead in this game, or else they'd be trailing right now.
Yep.
Dial for 3, no. Good box out Ridgeway.
Thankfully.
Then she turns it over, layup up and in. Prize with the basket. It's 44-38. Margelli ahead. Foul on Prize.
I was going to say, thankfully, Carterville caught fire there from 3 in that third quarter. And they haven't done it in this fourth quarter yet, really since the 2-minute mark of that third quarter. And that's one thing that's really allowed the Redbirds to stay in this, and to stay with the lead. Carterville's had great looks at the 3-point line. They're just not falling. There's a stoppage for something I'm not 100% for sure on. Oh, maybe a bloody lip there. It's a way to start your season. Nice battle scar. See if the Lady Redbirds can get a shot inside the paint for once in this half. They haven't really done that much. It's one thing if you're knocking down three-pointers or, knocking down shots from distance, but we're not seeing that really from this offense.
Melvin long two. No, gets her own board. Underneath, Britton missed the layup, and Melvin whips it out for the rebound, out to Lemon. Timber Melvin fighting for another board. Ridgway pulls the three. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line.
That's one of those you got to flop on. She got the call, but she got smacked right in the face there and almost played it off like she didn't get hit.
Yeah, Britton missed the easy one, but Timber Melvin bought Frankfort another possession. Just went in there and took it away from the line.
She took those cookies.
And Ridgway will shoot three. First one is good.
It's the number one thing they teach you when you're rebounding. Grab the rebound, don't bring it down. If you bring it down, you let somebody like Timber, who's maybe not the tallest person, get in there and grab it, and that's exactly what she did. It's the cardinal sin as a big.
Ridgway hits the second. (46-38). Ridgway hits all three. She's into double figures with 10.
Big free throws there, Garrett.
47-38, 4:30 to go.
Force Carterville to take tough shots, and if you're the Lady Redbirds, find good shots on offense. Time is your friend here, so you don't need to force anything. And if Carterville wants to just pass it out like this, you let them do it.
Keep playing defense.
Yeah. Don't be overzealous or anything like that. Let them dribble it out. If they're going to take about 40 seconds off here on their own. That you can't do, though.
4:11 to go in the contest. 47-38. Foul's going to go on Melvin. Her fourth. Team fourth. Free throw good from Dial. She's got one more. Castile's good to go. She's back in. One of two. Long rebound, Evan Lemon. Lemon at the point. Skips to Ridgway. She's going to pull the trigger again. This one's no good. We'll fight for the board. It's Rala. Got the hand down and got it. Out to Lemon. Back to Britton. Right block. Shot fake up, and she's fouled. I don't think she realized where she was when she caught it.
Yeah, there was no need to dribble there. And another thing is there's no need to take that shot before the rebound. I know you might be open, but you've got 4 minutes left and you're up in this game. You're not taking shots unless your wide open layup really is what you want, But to kill time is the most important thing here. So if you're the Lady Redbirds, you don't want to take a shot 5 seconds into your offensive possession.
47-39, 3:56 to go. Britton misses on the first. Margelli back to the table. Second one no good. Ridgway offensive board. She goes right back up. Then it's into the hands of Britton. No good there. Fight for the ball. Carterville has it. Eight-point lead. Frankfort with a couple of opportunities. Couldn't come through. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Frankfort up 8. 3:41 to go on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Weeks Chevrolet GMC. Right on the price, right off I-57.
3:41 left. Paxton, Frankfort holding an 8-point lead. Led just about the entire duration of this ball game, other than a couple baskets early on. But play some good defense, take some smart shots.
Take some smart shots is very key. Defense has been fine. You got to not force anything. Take your time on offense. If you got a wide open layup, take it. But no need to take shots that aren't really there.
Around the perimeter, Frankfort works the basketball. Maybe that's what Coach Dodd mentioned in that last stoppage. Hey, there's no reason to force anything. We are in the driver's seat here.
Absolutely. And
And
if they're not going to pressure you that much, just keep passing it out, A little 4-out 1 in here with their 2-3 zone we're seeing from Carterville. Carterville is really trying to not allow Frankfort to do anything inside, but this is a pretty easy offense to run here if they're going to play this type of defense. Don't force anything, though.
That's smart of Margelli not to go after it there. Even though you can tell she wants to.
Absolutely. Well, it takes a few more passes like this, and then there's going to be a back door open or a backside cut for someone to take, especially if you get it to the middle.
And this isn't hurting a thing. Paxton is down to 225, and you're still up by 8. Castile's going to work baseline and kick it back out. Smartly done there.
Got to make sure you're not going to throw the ball away either. Don't do any unforced turnovers here. Be aggressive at the right time.
What a possession. Lemon hits the 3.
I was about to say this better go in, and thankfully it did.
Yeah, because they weren't showing any signs of getting up in you. 50-39 the score. Crees trying to respond. This one looks short. Long rebound to Carterville. Back to the basket underneath Sykes. Kick out. She stepped on the end line. Frankfort basketball with 1:49 left. That last possession worked perfectly for Frankfort, bleeding over a minute at a time, and then you cash in with 3 points.
Yep, that was perfect, and you'd like that again here. So we're going to see a little bit of what looks like a man-to-man press here for Carterville.
I mean, you got to do something at this point.
Yeah, good timeout here for Coach Dodd. Get something set up here on the chalkboard. I don't even have to use chalkboards anymore.
Drawing board.
Drawing board, yeah.
We'll call it. Or
I'm old school, man.
Whatever
I remember when it was the chalkboard.
We'll take a quick break. 50-39, Frankfort leading on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Margelli works sideline off the press, gets it into the half court. Britton has it, skips it out top to Lemon, and Frankfort looks to bleed more time. 1:40 left. Lemon downhill will go to the basket. She's fouled and one.
Lemon sealing the deal here for the Lady Redbirds. What it looks like she's doing here. That's what you want from a leader. That's what you want from your senior. It looked like the Tides could have turned there a few times in the second half, and Lemon's coming up clutch here. Chance to go on a little 6-0 run here of her own. To top off this big lead here that Frankfort has gotten back to 14.
Free throw rims off.
Broadcaster's jinx. My apologies.
Yep, that one's on you.
I take full responsibility, Garrett. I really do.
3 ball up. Short. It's going to go out of bounds. Frankfort ball, 1:20 left. Another sub.
As Tim McCarver would say, Garrett, there's about 80 seconds left in this game. If the Redbirds hold on with this score, they're going to win the game.
That's right. Some logic right
the late,
there.
great Tim McCarver.
That's right. Played in some big games, called some big games.
Absolutely. Got a few albums, too.
We won't go into that. Isn't that what he said?
Yep.
Lemon behind the back into the half court. In the lane, throws it off the leg of Ridgway, but she's able to recover, looking to get it out. Does to Evan Lemon with 1:05 left. Lemon had it stripped for a moment. Raleigh gets it back. Now it's Castile corner. It's Ridgway. Now to Lemon. Crossover dribble. Goes towards the basket.
Continuation. They count that in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Coach John wants it. I used to always get that and one when I played, especially at FIS with Miss Kill.
Oh, yeah?
She always gave me the whistles that I needed.
Did you need them?
No, but it always helped. If you saw my free throw percentage, I probably didn't need them.
Probably smart. Hacka-Paxton?
Hacka-Paxton. It was bad there for a while.
53 seconds left. 53-39 the score. Frankfort marching towards a 1-0 record on the season.
Lemon's going to come out of the game. She had a great first game of the season and great finish to her game here. She's going to fill that tomorrow, though.
45 seconds to go. Now's not the time to work it around the perimeter for Carterville. That's exactly what they're doing.
I'd like to win it. Tough shot.
Yeah, you'll live with that result. Timeout again. We'll take a quick one. 54-41 the score. Frankfort leading on the road in Carterville on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Out of the timeout off the made basket for Carterville, 54-41. Frankfort leading. It got pretty dicey there for a second early in the third, but credit to Frankfort. They really didn't get back to how they were winning in the first half, but at least, they've been able to hit some jump shots. And here late, they were able to get some looks at the goal.
Yeah, you certainly liked what you saw more in the first half than what you saw in the second half. Like you said, it was a one-point game, Garrett, about halfway through that third quarter. So nice response for the Lady Redbirds here, and great first game of the season.
So 54-41, that's going to be the final. Frankfort gets the W on opening night on the road in Carterville over the Carterville Lady Lions. We'll take a break, come back, wrap things up on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Welcome you back in your post-game coverage. Brought to you by IBI Management. 54-41 the final score. Good win on opening night, Paxton.
Absolutely.
Let's get your thoughts.
Well, it was a little dicey there for a minute, but a great first half. Not as good as the second half as you saw in that first half, but and it was a good little test there. 1-point game at one point after being up 14. A lot of teams may not respond well to that, and the Lady Redbirds did a good job of coming back and winning it by double digits again. So I think there was a lot of good. I think there was quite a bit of bad as well, but that's going to happen with the first game of the year. Turnovers were not very good. I thought some of the shots we saw, especially in the second half, weren't very good. But other than that, the effort was there. It's everything you can ask for in your first game of the season, and hopefully you can grow off of this win. You play Thursday night, and then we go into that tournament next week, hopefully 2-0. But we're starting off 1-0, and that's the best way to going into 2-0.
Yeah, you can't be 2-0 unless you want to know.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and get to our final scoring totals. What did we get from Carterville?
Well, Tolliver led the way. She had 21. Kreis had 14 off the bench. She's a sophomore. She played a lot of JV time too, so she's double dipping there in both games. Skies had 3 and Dial had 1. So that's the scoring for the Lady Carterville Lions. What did the Redbirds have? Who was the leading scorer? And tell me more about it, Garrett. I know you got all of it over there.
Yeah, Evan Lemon led the way, 21 points, leading the charge there for West Frankfort. Got it going early, got it going very late to help secure this victory. And then you got 10 in her debut. Emma Ridgway, I thought, had a really good ball game. Made some outside shots. 3 huge free throws there when she got fouled on a 3.
Yep.
Good game from her. 8 points for Presley Britton all in the first half, but pretty selective. Didn't take a whole lot of shots when she wasn't open. Big time performer on the defensive side of things.
She grabbed a lot of offensive rebounds too, which was nice.
Yeah.
Anytime you can give your team second chance points, you're going to be in a lot of games, even if you don't belong in those games. So the effort was there for sure.
Abby Castile with 8. She hit some big shots.
She did.
In that stretch where Frankfort needed baskets. Whenever the lead was down to 1.
She's a solid player. I remember her from last season. She plays the game the right way. She's not going to go out there and score 20 for you, but she's going to go out and get 8 for you, and she's very solid at what she does.
Ashley Rollo with 5, and Timber Melvin with 2.
Hey, I think Ashley Rollo had the play of the game on that save there. That really is what Lady Redbirds.
That was a 1-point game at the time.
Yeah, Lady Redbirds needed that. They hadn't really scored much in that. They may have not even scored yet. If they did, it was just a 1-point, a 1 field goal at that point. So I think Ashley Rollo saved there on the out-of-bounds play to get the Lady Redbirds the ball back, and a bucket was the key play in the game.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, turnovers, but real quick, free throws. 7 of 11 opening night. Not too bad, right? You'll take that for sure. Uh, Carterville goes 6 of 11,
Hmm.
so it's pretty much canceled out. 12 turnovers in the first half for Frankfurt, only 6 second half.
Much better, but still, you don't want to be anywhere around 20
No,
for a game. But obviously, it's the first game of the season. You know that's going to happen. You want to get those growing pains out of the way. But I think what's just frustrating about it is for those 18 turnovers, I would say 14 of them were unforced. It wasn't because the defense was, pressuring you. It was because you were out of control or, you picked up your dribble and you didn't know where to go with it. So, you got to have a purpose with the basketball.
that second half is a good number for me because I've always thought 12 is a number you can live with
You can live
on
with that.
turnovers.
Yeah,
6 in the second half. You look at 6 a half,
it's about 12. Yeah.
and you do live with that. And even though the shots weren't falling on the perimeter in the second half, Carterville really didn't score a whole lot. That first 3-4 minute stretch in the third quarter, although Frankfurt hadn't scored, Carterville hadn't either.
No, the only thing that kept Carter, I mean, what we saw tonight from Carterville was living or dying by the 3-point ball. And in the first two quarters, they died more than they lived. And then that third quarter, they got hot, they lived, and they were down one. But I shot a lot of 3-pointers in my life, and there's one thing about when you get hot, you keep shooting, and sometimes you get cold, and that's what we saw from Carterville. They kept shooting, and they weren't making anything. And the Lady Redbirds did a good job. And like we said, it was a tale of two halves for the Lady Redbirds offensively, two totally different offensive schemes almost. But it was a 1-point game with 3 minutes in that third quarter. And like I said earlier, a lot of teams can sit down and, maybe get a little nervous and not show some effort after blowing a 14-point lead. But the Lady Redbirds were able to increase it back to 13 by the end of the game. And it's a good win. Good first win.
And it really seemed like Frankfurt had a lot more players more comfortable with the basketball than normal.
It did. It really did, especially from what I saw last season. A lot of players having a purpose with the basketball, and a lot of them, a lot of times last year we saw almost the deer in the headlights look when you get the basketball, trying to figure out where you're going to get it to or how you can get rid of it. And we saw, especially rebounding wise, I remember last season a lot of grabbing rebounds and just throwing it to no outlet, thinking they were going to be there, and that wasn't the case tonight. So really, really good job, and you can see Coach Dodd has done a good job with this team coming into this season.
And speaking of Coach Dodd Paxton, we're going to be joined by him here in just a moment. Coach Nathan Dodd will join us following a 54-41 victory. He hops on right now, 54-41 victory on opening night. Before we jump into a couple of questions, Coach, just get your opening night thoughts of a victory over the Carterville Lady Lions.
Well, first of all, good to see you guys again.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Crazy that we're here already,
It is.
but it feels good. I don't know when was the last time you're the historian here. When was the last time Frankfurt came into Carterville and got a win? It's been a while. Um, Carterville's still really young. 55 is going to be an absolute monster as she continues to grow and learn. But we knew she was going to be a challenge. We don't have a ton of size. Had to change defenses around multiple times. But the fact that we let the lead slip a couple times and still came back and executed on both ends of the floor and pulled away, and our senior leadership really stepped up. I couldn't be happier than we're. I mean, there's a lot of things we have to clean up still, but couldn't be happier with the result.
Yeah, first game of the season, obviously turnovers were a big problem, but a lot of those were unforced turnovers. So that's one of those things where you just kind of you talk to them about that. But what I saw from your team was almost two different offensive schemes from the first half to the second half. First half we saw a lot of 3 to 4 footers. Second half kind of relying on outside shots more. What do you want to see from your team more? Would you like to see what we saw in that first half more? Or?
Yeah, I mean, especially the first quarter, we really came out aggressively and took a lot of open shots, and it was one of those things that I don't think we really necessarily strategized a difference between halves and looking for 4 or 5 footers to 12 to 15 footers. It was just kind of uh, just a result of the way that the defense kind of adjusted to us, I think. But I'm always going to love the team that scores 20 points in the first quarter of a game.
Right.
But as far as still taking those long shots, we're not going to be a team that lives and dies by that. But we've got a lot of opportunities to score. I mean, last time I looked at the scorebook from last year. We had 3 people in the scoring column in our game when we faced them to open the season last year. I think we had 7 tonight,
Yeah,
maybe.
a lot,
We
yeah.
had almost everyone that touched the floor got in the scoring column. So I think that's
Huge.
going to be a benefit for us is that we can go 8, 9 deep and still have offensive threats with all of them.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, Coach, was the depth that you had, at least on this opening night. And I mean, you got players on your bench that have started games for you and started
Yeah.
a lot of ball games, and just finding that role and that rhythm that you saw in the first half. You'd think it was February basketball based on how the flow was and the team in sync. But I mean, bringing in making the debut tonight, Emma Ridgway with a huge game in her Frankfurt debut. Uh, you're trying to fill a hole there with losing a top tier player,
Hmm.
and that's always going to be tough to do. It's going to be a by committee thing, I'm sure you
Yeah,
would believe. But
it will be.
I mean, touch on some of the post play, especially trying to go up against a really good player in Tolliver.
Yeah, and I think you saw a lot of it in the first half. Is that, like you said, we're not a team that's going to be able to post. We don't have Bailey Nibbs, but whenever we start getting our legs under us as the season progresses and we're getting a little bit better shape, we're going to be able to run some teams out,
Yeah.
and get up and down the floor. And you saw some glimpses of it. Unfortunately, we're still, first game, we're still a little tired, but the offense slowed down a little bit. But I feel good about it going forward.
I think tonight's a good win too because like you said, that first quarter you guys had a lot of energy, was getting up and down the court, but it got a little close there. It was a 1 point game after
Yeah.
being up 14, and you guys were able to respond. I think you saw Lemon really step up there. She went on a 6-0 run herself there to kind of solidify the lead you guys had. So
Mhm.
I think this was a really good first game of the season for you guys.
Yeah, and another thing that I feel like shouldn't go unnoticed is I told them if it wasn't for my stubbornness and really just wanting to see our defense develop, that we would have gone with that 2-1-2 the whole game.
Hmm.
But when Evan put 20 plus points on the board, but the thing that's not going to get talked about is her clogging up the middle of that paint in the second half. I mean, Tolliver touches the ball a handful of times,
Yep.
doesn't get a field goal, goes to the line once, hits 2 free throws. So Evan and Abby rotating the middle of that zone was huge.
Yeah, Tolliver had 17 in the first half and
Yeah.
6 in the second. So, and I think they did a good job of playing without fouling too, which is huge for, especially
Yeah,
with your
definitely.
team this year not having the size you're normally used to having. It's key for her not, or any of your bigger players, to get in foul trouble. So I thought that was really impressive tonight
Huge play. Paxton mentioned it was the save on the baseline
by Ashley Ralla.
from Rala
Yeah.
to get it.
I think that changed the game for you guys. It was a 1 point game,
Yeah.
and you guys were struggling to get anything going there. And I think that's going to be keys for your team this year, is different players every night, like you mentioned, stepping up. And I think it's going to be a fun year though.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm looking forward to it. Got Vienna coming in Thursday. They lost 2 of their top scorers. Not really 100% sure what they're going to bring, but we're gonna see what we can find out and be ready to hopefully beat some Eagles on Thursday.
Yeah, Coach, that's what I was going to ask you about. You jumped right into it. So we appreciate you hopping on for us, and even more happy that it's come after a victory.
Yep.
A victory over a good program in Carterville.
Yep,
Thanks for
absolutely.
Coach Nathan Dodd for joining us.
All right, good to see you guys.
Good
See you
seeing you.
Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.
54-41 victory over Carterville.
Great one. That's a
Great
good first
victory.
game.
Yeah.
Great, good first game. We saw a lot of good things, some bad things, but like Coach Don mentioned, it's the first game of the season, and I think it was key what he said. That first quarter, you saw probably how they're going to want to play for most of the season once they get their legs under them, and it was a really good first game for the Lady Redbirds, and one you can go into Thursday excited about. And it's a home game, so anytime you play at Max Morse, you should be a little more amped up for that. So hopefully, our next time we're on the call, Garrett, we're talking about another win after that game.
One thing to do left. Let's give out the Melissa Walden Shelter Insurance Player of the Game.
It's the most important thing, Garrett.
Paxton Griffith with
Oh,
the decision.
I get to pick? Oh, this
Who
is
you
so
got?
tough. I think there was a lot of great plays we saw tonight, a lot of different players we probably could go with, but we're going to go with Lemon here. I think she's the senior leader here, and she really stepped up there in that fourth quarter when they needed it to take the lead. Went on a 6-0 run herself, had over 20, and like Coach Dodd said, she did a really good job of clogging up the lane, which was huge. And so yeah, we're going to go with Lemon for our player of the game.
Evan Lemon, your Melissa Walden Shelter Insurance Player of the Game. 54-41, the final. We're back Thursday with the home opener. Paxton will join me on the call again, and hopefully we get the same result. They're playing the Vienna Eagles at Max Morris Gymnasium. We'd love for you to tune into that one. Thanks to our crew on site here tonight. Aaron Price with our camera work and graphics. Thanks to Paxton Griffith with the color commentary. I'm Garrett Smith. We'll see you Thursday.